So the first thing you'll notice right out of the box once you install Android 2.2 is the fact that the PM up in the top right hand corner, or AM depending on where you're at, is a little bit smaller than the time now. That's one immediate way to tell that you're running 2.2 versus 2.1. Also the 3G icon, font-wise, is slightly different. So getting into nitty-gritty there, but a couple little minor changes. First of all, in terms of the big changes, I'm going to walk through these pretty quickly. The ability to share applications. And you'll notice that app sharing icon is right there. And you could share free apps out once you download those. So keep in mind you can't share paid applications, but you can share free ones. So you'll see that I have 5 installed right now on this device. So I could share those via Bluetooth, Facebook, FriendStream, Gmail, typical mediums that you would expect. Next, display events and birthdays from Facebook on the calendar. I don't have a Facebook account, but if I did, all the birthdays that you saw would be located right here in my calendar. So you can't really forget your friends' birthdays anymore if you have a Facebook account. So when they call you and say, where's my free, my beer, my birthday beer, or where's my free present, or whatever, it's going to be harder to say once you have Android 2.2. It's going to be harder to say, I forgot your birthday. So keep that in mind. Might be worth staying on Android 2.1. No, I'm just kidding. Next one, use camera LED as a flashlight. You'll notice right here, flashlight icons installed. And it's 3 varying levels of flashlight power. And you can see on my desk it gets progressively brighter. See it showing there. I don't want to blind you. I've definitely tried shining it in my eyes. It's very bright. Wouldn't recommend that. Next, revised user interface on the FM radio. You'll notice if you use it on a regular basis, some slight changes to the user interface of the radio. Nothing major there. And a couple new options in messages. First of all, it looks slightly different. You'll notice that the compose box is a little bit bigger. No more text box and send key. And also there's an attach button right below where you would send the message. So you'll notice a new list of things to attach there. Probably the most notable one is the ability to attach a contact as a V card. So I can roll through my contacts, pick one, send it off to a friend, and I'm good to go there. Also, HTC has included a new text message widget in addition to the standard one that you remember. I'll go back and look at that one. There we go. In addition to that one, the standard flip up and flip back per message, you have a new one that lists them out into more of a list-like format, very similar to your calendar. You're listing out your appointments on the calendar. So I prefer that one versus the other one. You may or may not, but still a nice addition nonetheless in the messaging arena. Android 2.2 also brings ringtone and profile widgets. So let's go down through widgets here. Whoops. Down through widgets. We'll go to settings. And you can see that there's a profile and a ringtone widget in addition to the ones that you remember from Android 2.1. So we'll stick the ringtone widget on there, and when you click it, it gives you the option for different ringtones. And let's look at profile as well. Get that one installed on a screen somewhere, and once you click it, you can choose between normal, silent, and vibrate directly from the widget. So nice option to do that versus, having to scroll up and down each time you want to turn the volume, or you want to go to silent, or you want to go to vibrate. So nice to be able to do that from a widget. There's a couple new unlock methods as well. Let's go to settings and I'll show you those. As unique as the drawing to unlock was to me, I prefer a pin-based entry or password or something of that nature. And thanks to Android 2.2, you can do that now. So you get the option of, none, of course, the pattern that you remember from all the other versions of Android, a PIN or a password. So let's just do a PIN, for example. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. Confirm. I'm a big fan of hard passwords like that, 1, 2, 3, 4. And have it set to lock phone immediately, so when I turn it off, back on, enter the password to unlock. So a nice, alternative to people like me that don't care to, or have trouble remembering drawing, certain passwords based on drawing. So easier to remember a number, easier to remember a password, and provides a couple of additional options on the security front. Let's have a look at the new widget, search widget and bar here. You'll notice, the voice entry is still available, but you can search now by all web or apps. That's a big one. Well, so let's search, just for example, battery. Oops. No apps under it. Search the web. You see it loads up there. Actually, I just realized I did that wrong. Search apps for battery, hit enter, and it'll send you to the Android market. All kinds of battery-based apps, or apps with the keyword of battery. So a lot of different options there. It's a little bit better than the standard Google search. A couple of changes. There's an adjustable alarm volume too, which I use my phone as an alarm on a daily basis, and it was always frustrating to me that I couldn't change the alarm volume. So let's have a look at that. You go into clock, go to the alarm. You can see those by default. Let's go to settings. And you have the ability to set the alarm volume now. So for me, I'm a deep sleeper, so we're going to turn it all the way up. And that is super obnoxious. That'd be a great ringtone at like 5:30 in the morning for me. And of course, the big one, I left it for the final showing. Flash 10.1 is finally installed out of the box. Bam, Adobe Flash Player 10.1. Installed on Android 2.2. Definitely a nice addition. Very good to have. You notice one big one for devices like the Evo or some of the initial Android devices, the Nexus 1, that don't have built-in SD or built-in storage like the Incredible does or like the Galaxy S line does. This is a tremendous one. The ability to save your apps on SD card. Now you can save your apps on SD versus using the system memory to save your applications. Tremendous pro there. So that's Android 2.2 in a nutshell. Again, it's important to note I'm running an unofficial version of Android 2.2. It's the one HTC had on their site, but that being said, I don't expect there to be huge changes between that version and the version that Sprint's rolling out, which is available now, by the way. So if you haven't gone already, hit the update link. Go ahead and give it an update, give it a whirl, let me know what you think. And be sure to hit the comments section with your likes, your dislikes, your frustrations, and all of that good stuff. So much more coverage to come on the Evo, Android 2.2, some of the changes on the first smartphone in the United States outside of the Nexus 1 to get Android 2.2. I'm Aaron, thanks for watching.